I never really wanted to be an advocate. I wanted to be a police officer. So as we advanced through education, I wanted to be a pilot. You see, not unless you really know the field that you want to venture into. I would greatly advise that take your time, explore all avenues.
Yeah.
Try litigation this side, try commercial this side. If you find a chance at conveyancing and land transactions, give it a try. Before you finally become a painter, you must always be ready to hold the ladder for the painter.
This week on the Evolving Professionals podcast.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our podcast this afternoon. Today we have a guest, an advocate of the High Court. His name is Brianlee. And before we continue, he's going to introduce himself, tell us about his practice, how long has he been in practice, what has he been up to, and even the areas of practice he is engaged in. So, Brian, welcome.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Ruth, thank you for having me here.
You're welcome.
So my name is Brianlee, maingi, an advocate of the High Court of Kenya. I've been in practice for, there's the legal practice and the legal space.
All of it. You can just summarize all of it.
Okay. I've been in the legal space for over 5 years now, I believe. And my journey to the advocacy, to an advocate of the High Court of Kenya, I can say it has not been a smooth sail. It has been full of ups and downs, challenges. One of the key ones being COVID. That was in 2020.
Yes.
But all in all, we are always grateful for the outcome.
Yes.
And here we are.
Yes. So when were you admitted as an advocate of the High Court, since you've said COVID also affected your legal practice a bit, your legal journey?
I was admitted in 2025 November. That is when I joined the bar as an advocate of the High Court. But previously, my experience sums up from way back. That is when I joined the legal space in some time in 2021. I joined MGA Law Advocates. It is Motomagishura and Associates. I've been with them since 2021 to date, recently, until my admission. So having worked from 2021 to now, I can say that kind of sums up to the 5 years experience.
Okay. So given that you've been just recently admitted as an advocate, but also you've been in the legal space for a period of time, so I'm assuming you are interning and also on top of your studies. How can you sum up the legal journey for you so far? Has it been difficult? What have you learned while interning and at the same time studying?
Okay, to start off, let me start off from the very first issue, is that I never really wanted to be an advocate. That is from the first, from the first space. As a growing up as a child, really, there's the career progression that you have as a child. I want to be a police officer. After a few years, I want to be a medical doctor. I want to be a pilot.
Exactly.
So surprisingly, I started up around, let me say, class 2, class 3. I wanted to be a police officer because, the impression that you have a police officer, the distinguishable man and all. So as we advanced through education, I now wanted to be a pilot. You see, you now want to fly and all that. Let's say the time that I really came to understand myself, that was sometime in high school. I settled on medicine. That I now wanted to be a neurosurgeon, with now the mentor being Ben Carson. At the time, I'm pretty sure a lot of us can relate to that.
Yes.
So
and the books.
Yeah, in the books by Ben Carson.
Yeah.
So I followed that through all the way to completion of my high school, and I really wanted to pursue that as a career, because even after KCSE, we are the Matiang'i era, the
Yes.
2016,
Yes.
2017.
We are Matiangi's children.
Yeah, and I completed 2017, and well, I did get good grades. I will not say what I got, but I was qualifying to do medicine at the University of Nairobi and other campuses. But now the main issue or the main problem came in being government funded. So a placement by COOPs.
Yes.
They tell you that, look, you're qualified, yeah, but for you to be government sponsored, it's a bit tricky. So do this, go self-sponsored. And now the time, not everyone can afford the fees.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I really jumbled about trying to to move from one medical department to the other. Someone advised me that if you want to do medicine, then apply for vet. It's medical related. When you get there, maybe you can try changing. I followed the advice, went joined vet, actually the UN, and true to following the advice that I had gotten, I tried following up with the departments, medicine and surgery. They told me, nah,
You can't switch.
you qualify, but as a self-sponsored.
Oh.
I decided to try dental. The same way, government it's full. You do qualify, but as a self-sponsored. Then at some point, I did consider nursing, but it really was not my calling. It reached a point, okay, I did not want to do it. It was not my passion. I wanted to do human medicine. So all options are blocked. What is the next point of action? At some point, I did consider moving to JQuat engineering, but now the process of transfer was a bit hectic. So I don't know, out of nowhere, I'd also considered joining the architectural department, to go to architecture, maybe engineering and all. But now after everything failed, at some point I just sat down and was like, oh, there's law. Oh my God. And I just sought for an interfaculty transfer. Yeah.
And you got?
Surprisingly, I did get a letter admitting me to the Faculty of Law, University of Nairobi, that is Parklands campus. And by then, I was in my second semester of vet. Surprisingly enough, I had qualified. Nilikuwa nimepita all exams for vet first semester, proceeded to the second semester. And now here comes the letter. Look, you applied for law. Here's the letter. So now choose, do you want to proceed or? Yeah, and so that is how I found myself in law.
Do you regret it, switching to law?
The current me, never. Actually, I'll admit it was my best. It was God sent. Because growing up, I really feared blood and anything that is blood related. So at home, I would see maybe a chicken being slaughtered and I would vanish. Until now it's cooked, that's when I'll come to it. So for me to venture into medicine, when I look back, it would really have been a tiresome and an unlovable experience for me. And surprisingly enough, when I joined law, I later came to love it, to embrace it. And I would say that this actually was the best decision or was the best career profession for me. Yeah.
So that what a journey you've had.
It's been quite a journey.
Currently in the legal practice, which matters do you deal with? Which areas of law are you dealing with mostly?
Okay, allow me say general litigation.
General litigation, yeah.
Yeah, and by general litigation, what I mean is that we kind of handle all legal matters, be it criminal, constitutional, family, civil, commercial, conveyancing, corporate compliances, and everything. But now, most of the times, what it all boils down to the matters that you the briefs that you have,
Yes.
the matters that maybe you have access to.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I believe that is where now specialization comes into. Or if an advocate says that, well, I'm specialized in this, or I'm more versed in this field of practice, yeah, it kind of all boils from the general litigation bit. Because at the time you are specializing, you need to have considered all these other
Exactly.
aspects for you now to say that this is what I'd prefer to do, or this I'm better at this than this one. So let me now go this way.
In litigation, have you been involved in anything major, anything interesting, any case?
Well, I do not like bragging. I don't like bragging, but in my 5 years of exposure to the legal space, that was prior to my admission. Well, I'm proud to say that I've been involved in quite a number of cases. One, let me not specifically say which ones. The client, I guess, advocate-client privilege.
Yes.
But 2022, with Elias Mutuma, advocate, who has been my boss and mentor ever since I started. In 2022, we had a number of election petitions, nomination matters. And so in that period, you find yourself handling a quite, how do I call them? Quite engaging matters and high profile, if I'd say. Then after the elections in 2022 came now the impeachments, the gubernatorial impeachments. So for now, I'd say that I've proudly handled 7 impeachment cases, though not at the forefront, but at the back.
What was your role? What was your role in these cases?
Okay, my major role. Okay. And well, I've been listed as a legal assistant. If you were to check in most of the impeachment cases, when the governors or maybe the assembly's team is listed, there are advocates who are listed, then we now come to the legal assistants. So the legal assistant bit, allow me quote a phrase by Senior Ongoya. We've worked with him for a while. And he always tells me, Brian, this is something that you should always note and put in mind and embrace, that before you finally become a painter, you must always be ready to hold the ladder for the painter. So that as you hold the ladder, you're watching the painter, you are learning what he is doing, and you are exposed to the whole painting thing before now your time comes. So in most impeachment cases, find there's a group, it's more of a panel of advocates. You come up with strategies, let's say you dissect the cases, the weaknesses, the strengths, and now once the advocates are done, the drafting, the bulk of the work now falls down to to you, the
To the
trainees.
assistants.
Yeah, and surprisingly enough, we'll find that in most these big matters, the bulk of the work or the fundamentals of the work that is done is mostly done by the assistants, the legal trainees, whereas the let's say the legal minds are the advocates. But now the implementation now boils down to the trainees. So hii ndio kazi nilikuwa nafanya mostly.
That's interesting. And it also gives you a lot of experience.
Yeah, it gives you a lot of
experience, yes. And you had this mentorship. Now, speaking of mentorship, before we proceed, how important do you think it is for young advocates to have mentors in the legal professions who are seniors?
Allow me to say that it is very, very, very crucial, especially in a young advocate's career, because if you were to put a young advocate who has been mentored by a senior, and one was not had the privilege of being mentored or being exposed to the mentorship by a senior, their performance will be variantly distinct. Because you see, the moment you are mentored, you kind of are exposed to the legal field. You also kind of experience what it is that actually happens, the pros and the cons. You know what to expect. You know how to carry out something. But for someone who's not at that privilege, you just go in without any prior knowledge, without any prior experience. You're just trial and
Error.
erroring all
Yes.
through, and sometimes you find that there are consequences, because the moment you fumble up a big brief, or the moment you mess a client's case, there are consequences to that.
Yes.
And so my biggest take is that mentorship is very crucial. It is very key, actually, because the moment you get exposure, or the moment you have someone who is experienced, has been in that field, they know what actually happens. They will guide you. They will not allow you to, let's say, they'll not allow you to jump over a cliff on their watch.
Yes.
Because they'll always be telling you this is how it's done, or you will also be watching. No, it's not mostly more about being told. It's more about watching, doing, and experiencing. Yeah.
Yes, thank you for that. So earlier on, you had talked about specialization, and at the moment, you're involved in general practice. So to focus a bit on specialization, do you think that young advocates should specialize early, especially when it comes to emerging topics, emerging fields? I remember when the Data Protection Act was passed and when the ODPP office started actually working, we've had a lot of people participating in data protection. And at the moment, we are in an AI space. A lot of AI things are happening. A lot of legal tech is happening. And so do you think that young lawyers, probably still in KSL, thinking about their life, do you think they should specialize now, or they should get into general practice first?
Okay, law is a very wide, and let me say, it is a very wide profession. Looking deep into it is that almost everything actually has a law aspect related. Come to your daily life. This is where we go back to law and order. That in the absence of law and order, there is anarchy, right? And so law in itself is a key. I would say it is a vital aspect of everyday's life. And so for the aspect of specializing early, until not unless you really know the field that you want to venture into, I would greatly advise that take your time, explore all
Avenues.
avenues.
Yeah.
Try litigation this side, try commercial this side. If you find a chance at conveyancing and land transactions, give it a try. If you find a chance at commercial or corporate clients, give it a try. Because the moment you just specialize out of nowhere, allow me to say that, or just the moment you just venture into one straight line without exploring the other areas, you kind of hinder your potential, because you're not able to establish exactly where am I good at, or which are the areas that I am extremely good at. You see, because for instance, maybe a student at KSL says, AI is the new norm, or law tech is now only in ASEMA, that is the department that has money or and everything. The moment you venture into that, at some point you'll need knowledge from elsewhere
Yes.
to help you navigate around that department or law tech, as you say. And so my biggest advice is that let us not be in a hurry to specialize without, first of all, exhausting our potentials in other different fields. But one thing that I should also note is that, you see, the Kenyan legal framework, or the Kenyan legal market, it is not that exposing. Because you see, the moment an advocate is admitted, you're employed in a firm, you are now allocated a department. You have say, no avenue of moving from, say, from this department, now I want to go venture into this one, find that in as much as somebody wanted to explore the other departments or the other laws that are available, they are constricted to that one. So at the end of the day, they now decide that this will be my beat. Yeah. But my biggest advice, don't.
Don't early.
Don't early.
Make sure you get a bit of some experience. Yes, that is good.
Explore, live. You always say that you only live once.
Yes.
Live your life. Yeah.
What if they decide to start their own farm immediately after admission? And I've also recently learned that you have also started your own farm. Would it be an avenue for you to specialize, or you will also just venture into general practice?
Well, I would say it considerably it will be an avenue. But then again, as a startup firm, you do not really have a wide client base to sustain you, say, on a specific maybe law. Because and that is actually one of the cons of a startup law firm. Because the moment you decide on maybe specializing, you'll be focused on a specific line of clientele. And this is to say that you'll not be the only one. You're not the only firm that is now handling that. There are renowned firms that are handling it even better than the
They have
startup firm.
established themselves. Yeah.
Exactly. And as a result of that, you'll find that an advocate in a startup firm will get clients from other different fields. But now, because we've now decided to specialize on this field, what will you do? Will you send them away?
No.
So, because I at some point, and I believe this might have been maybe talked about previously, that one of the biggest hurdles in running and starting a firm, first of all, is capital base.
Exactly. Yeah.
Client base. Because you might start a firm and it is not automatic that it picks up. You might go for months without clients. You have bills to pay. You have employees to pay. You have errands to run around the office. So there are a number of hurdles that comes with specialization, especially for a startup firm. It is let's say more ideal for maybe a firm that has already picked, it is stable, to now decide, look, that these are our clients, or the client base is maybe 90% low tech or maybe 90% commercial. At that point, you can maybe sit down and say, okay, since these are our clients, we will focus with this one. Or whereby you have distributed them evenly, you might decide, okay, so we can establish departments.
Exactly,
You do not need to specialize on this one.
We can have departments.
Yeah, exactly.
What made you start your own farm?
Well, that is allow me to think on that. Because it really is not an easy question. Because looking at it, employment is the easiest. It is the easiest way.
Yes,
The
being
easiest
self-employed.
approach, yeah.
Yeah.
But sometimes we just look at, let's just say self-employed.
Self-employment.
Self-employment. Yeah, it is not easy. That is a fact. But especially when you've been in the legal field, prior to admission, that is, you look at the running of the farm. You look at what are the pros of being employed, what are the cons of being employed, and vice versa. And allow me to say, I've been an entrepreneur in several instances. That is, well, still in campus. I've started my own companies here and there. But at the end of the day, you find that, well, they do make profits at some point, but the running costs, sometimes they outgo the profits. So you see, you end up closing that. I've also been employed severally. And my take from all those is that employment really is not my thing. So at times we just consider, okay, you're better off starting your firm than being employed. Yeah. And there's always this debate about employment in the legal profession.
Yeah.
And there's a standard pay for juniors. There's harassments by seniors.
Yes.
There's a lot that goes around employment
being
in
employed.
the legal profession.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And so bringing all that together, it is more preferable to have your own firm than
And handle your own
and
things.
handle your own things.
Yes. So now I would like to have your take on artificial intelligence. But first, in your day-to-day, you handle a lot of matters. You handle litigation, you handle conveyancing and all that. So in your day-to-day activities at the firm, do you use AI to draft, to research a bit? Be honest.
The truth of the matter is,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
And allow me to say that it is used by every advocate. Wengine watakataa, but that is the
They use it.
that is the fact. And hata kama okay, we are living in an era whereby technology and AI are kind of the new normal now. And because you find, and allow me to say that one thing that people really don't appreciate or don't understand about technology and AI, and that is where most people usually come wrong, is that it is here to facilitate, to make things easier and more efficient, not to make us lazy.
It is a tool.
It is a tool, exactly. And the work of a tool is to make work easier.
Yes.
I believe that was science. I don't know which class. Yeah. So AI and tech, they are the new norm. Most, if not all of the firms, actually have incorporated AI into their runnings, into their drafting, and so on. And one thing that we truly appreciate is the development of AI, because you find that AI will draft your legal document. You tell it to do something, it will do. It will create you a text, a photo, a video, create music. Let me just say almost everything. But now, what most people need to, and what most people need to appreciate and stick with, is that AI is not as effective on its own. It is more effective and actually perfectly effective under a professional's guidance. So the moment we incorporate AI as an advocate, for instance, I'm an advocate, I know how drafting should be done.
Yes.
There are rules guiding drafting and pleadings of the court. There is a certain structure that is to be followed. And there's a certain language, certain drafting, certain issues, certain cases. So what you need to do is to feed the correct information, guide it appropriately, tell it that this is what I want you to do. Draft it like this and this. Use these case laws.
Effectively prompt.
Yeah, effectively.
Wansom can do that.
Wow, perfect. Then the moment you do that,
Yes.
it will generate you a draft. And once it generates you a draft, that is where now you come in as a professional. You've done your first part. You've instructed it effectively. The last bit and the most actually essential is now take the draft, go through it, revise it, cross-reference the cases, whatever has been drafted. Is it in line with the facts? Is it in line with the issues that you had? Is it in line with the laws, the rules and regulations? If not, then that is where your professionalism comes into play. If you find that maybe these, because we've had cases, we've had instances where people have submitted submissions in court and cited false cases. Yeah, that is a high, definitely. That is why you come in as a professional. A case is given by the tool, cross-reference it. Is this maybe precedent? Is it existent, or is it just AI generated? Because I remember sometime in campus, in presentations, you find that you have a group, you've been given a presentation, and you need to cite cases, and no case is anywhere near whatever you're presenting. So what do? You need cases, and the lecturer has stated that, look, cases must be provided.
Your work must have
Laws,
case law.
yeah, it must be referenced. It must be supported by case law. So when most students, what they do is, no lecturer knows all the cases in the world. So what do we do? Republic versus Truth, Republic versus Brian, and that goes. But when it comes to now the
Court.
actual practice,
Yes.
that is one difference by the with
School and practice. Yeah.
when you come to practice, a judge will want to make reference to that case. They will want to see the actual case. They will want to read more. That is to interrogate the judgment that you've referred to and see, because, one thing with drafting and most advocates, you've had sharp practice. I guess you've heard about sharp practice.
Yeah.
And this is where most advocates actually, we conflict. In as much as we say that the law is clear, it is never clear. Because an advocate will always argue a point that is favorable to them or to their client. So the understanding of a law will be different from one advocate to another. It is rarely that you find 3 or 4 advocates agreeing on a certain maybe line of thought. And so that is something that I guess I've lost my yeah, so that comes around AI. In as much as AI has been incorporated into drafting, there is that need and urge, and it is something that all professionals should embrace.
Yes.
That once you've incorporated AI, always now do your professional duty.
Yes, advocates should not abandon that duty to verify, to cross-check, the same way you will cross-check grammar before filing in court.
Exactly.
Yes.
And one last thing. Actually, you'll find there are different lines of thoughts between advocates on how to use AI. Some will say that I feed information into it, it gives me this draft, I cross-reference, and perfect file. Some will say that I draft, I now feed it into the AI to perfect, and maybe you cross-reference again and file. Some will just feed information,
And then file.
extract, and file. So there are lots of different,
Yeah.
but the most appropriate is that you do your professional duty. At the end of the day, you're a professional. And the moment you now bring this artificial brain to do the work for you, you are being ultimately lazy. And that is where now I guess the issue comes with a law and AI. Yeah.
Are you familiar with the recent ruling from the court where a plaintiff was representing himself, he drafted his pleadings with the AI, and then the court set aside the judgment? And it was hot in the legal profession yesterday, and a lot of people were calling it an nonsensical ruling and all that. Basically, the judge was saying that the party had an unfair advantage for using AI. And if he's using AI, then everybody should have used AI. First of all, we don't know this AI tool, what it is, and all that.
Okay, by now I believe every advocate is aware of that ruling, the one by Justice Chigiti.
Yes.
And if I understood it well, the main point of contention comes to the fair advantage bit. Because when you look at the entire ruling, it kind of sets the rules, the governing pleadings, and essentially the nature of court pleadings, the rules governing them, and what actually is presented in court. Because I do understand there's this, the judiciary did incorporate AI into the drafting.
Yeah, there was a whole guide.
Yeah, and it is in the process
Yeah.
of maybe working towards that. But now we have had these cases where, say, a client just comes, they want you to either certify or commission or file for them a document that is AI generated. So they come and say, hey, Brian, look, I have this document I have done, so I just need your services to commission and file. So the expectation is that I have done the document. It is here. It is fully,
I just need your stamp.
I just need your stamp and maybe your filing. And so they expect that fees. And actually that is one thing with most people, because they do not want to incur professional fees. So they say AI can do this. So why do I
Need an advocate.
An advocate?
Yeah.
But what they really don't know, as I stated earlier, AI is only effective under professionals' guidance.
Yes.
Because first of all, a layman, you do not know anything about law. And even if you were to read law, it will take you years, because the books, there is a procedure, there are
Yes.
the laws,
The principles.
principles, and everything. And so the moment you just go to AI, you say, I want to sue this person, so draft me pleadings to sue. So you do not know the prayers that you want. You do not give it the facts.
The AI can also give you a different jurisdiction, pleadings from a different jurisdiction.
Exactly. And it can have its own facts for you, totally different from what you wanted. And so that is the main issue that has been affecting courts. And sorry to say, but my belief is that the pleadings in that case might have had a maybe facts, or maybe laws, or maybe cases, or something that definitely shouted to the judge that, look, I am drafted by AI. Can't you see? And you see that is now where this whole debate comes about.
A lot of advocates were also arguing about AI and access to justice. And a lot of people, first of all, what made people pay attention to the case was that this was a layman who had drafted all this and pointed it. And so in a way, they were like, isn't this an advancement of access to justice? Because what we're always talking about is, access to justice and all that. And now that AI is here, the layman is even able to access justice as quickly as possible.
Well,
What do you think?
in as much as there's that aspect of access to justice, but you see, the moment you allow everybody to just incorporate AI in their draftings, the judicial system actually will now be turned from its what do you call it? From its noble stature as a as a s- as a state body, or as a state. Okay, it's what do you call it? The word is escaping my mind, but it will definitely interfere with its noble stature as an arm of the government. Exactly. So the moment, there are rules that govern pleadings. Actually, there's order 2 of the civil procedure rules, and it has listed what is to be included in a pleading, and ideally there's a structure that follows pleadings, and there are a number of documents that need to be filed. There's a notice of motion, plaint. So for you to know exactly where you need a document or in what matter, that is where an advocate comes into play. And the law actually has provided for pauper briefs and pro bono services. So when it comes to access of justice, it is not that people are restricted or
Excuse
barred
me.
from accessing justice. Sorry. So there is the pauper briefs, the pro bono services. So it's up to you to establish that, look, I am unable to meet this cost. I am a pauper, or I need pro bono services, and there is a structure that covers all that. So, and I believe what maybe Justice, okay, allow me to refer you back. There was a time Justice Mamuye equally struck out a case where I don't know if it is the petitioner they had drafted their pleadings with AI. And one thing with AI is that it is exclusively distinct from pleadings by an advocate.
Yeah.
okay, a qualified, and say a professional can evidently see that. And sometimes you see AI gives you unreasonable prayers. So even the judge will be like, okay, how am I supposed to grant this prayer? Or how am I to address this issue? So there is that disparity. And that is where actually it all comes into play, an AI with a professional or AI with a layman. And that is one thing that people really need to understand and appreciate. So in as much as the courts are striking out AI drafted documents, it is for the protection of the dignity of the court and of the profession as well.
And at the end of the day, it is the professional's judgment that the court is looking at, not just any other document. So let me ask you something else. To me, it always feels like advocates are in as much as they are using AI every day, they're using the chat GPTs and all that, they also feel rigid. It's like they don't want to embrace it. It's like they don't want to be outright there that we are using AI, even though they are using AI. Why do you think that is?
For the rigidity bit, allow me to say that the same way people are different. We have different cadre of advocates. For instance, I myself am more satisfied with documents I have worked on from scratch than ones that maybe I have generated using AI. You see? And most of the advocates will be like, especially the old school advocates.
The seniors.
Sorry to say. I'm not trying to say the seniors. I say the old
The
school
old
advocates.
school. Yes, the old school.
You see, before the onset of technology, law was mainly hard copies, books. You look for a case from like 20 books, you reference it. And so, and drafting actually as well used to be unwritten at the time. And then you typeset. See, then came the issue of when came about technology, laptops and everything, whereby you're just on your laptop, just type, you're good to go. And so it is not that we are so rigid per se. It is that it is something that will definitely take time to adapt, because a number of advocates and law firms have actually incorporated AI in tech, but another half is still set back on and is still ishing. Do we adopt it? Do we not adopt it? Do we go this way? Do we not go this way? It's just like the current technology was not adopted by everyone at a go. And it is something that is procedural. So it will take time. And so my take is that we are not rigid. We are not rigid on AI or tech. It is something that needs time, processing, and procedural. And as you can see, I'm most like, let me say 3/4, especially the Gen Zs and the Gen Zs. I'm not talk about the others because I'm a Gen Z. Like all the Gen Zs have adopted AI in their pleadings.
That's true. Yes.
Yeah, and especially when you find a Gen Z is employed, he has like 10 matters, so you can't handle all of them at a time. What do? You let this AI handle this one handle this, handle this, then comment, maybe cross-reference, perfect, and all that.
So, yeah, that's true. Do you think the legal space in Kenya is influenced by the international legal space? So, in terms of AI, if you look at abroad, if you look at Europe, you look at the UK, you look at the US, a lot of firms have adopted AI. Every other day, you're on LinkedIn, you're seeing this firm, I've adopted this AI, and they're very confident about it. They even though some people are still skeptical, they have really adopted it. Do you think such an influence can affect the Kenyan legal space, and is Kenyan legal space affected by how the international legal space operates?
Well, firstly, let me say that the legal space as a whole, and for AI and tech in law, it is a trend in motion. And definitely, just allow me to reference, to analogize this, that AI did not start in Kenya. It started somewhere else. And it definitely found its way into Kenya. And so the same goes for the other practices. With time, there will be laws governing AI and related tools in the legal field from other countries. And those laws and jurisprudence is now what will come to, will have, let's say it will influence the Kenyan legal space. Because if you go back to Justice Chigiti's ruling, there's somewhere he states the need for amendment
Yes, of the rules.
of the rules and the laws and legislation of maybe new laws to govern
The
AI.
AI, yes.
So that is definitely something that will have an impact in the Kenyan legal space. Though not directly from the international, but it is, allow me to say, it is something that is in motion. At the end of it, itapitia Kenya as it goes, wherever it goes.
So as we come to the end, you've told me that you use AI. You're not shy about it.
I am
So,
not sure.
so if, for example, you were to design an AI feature for you, an AI platform for you, and how you work every single day, how would it look like, and what features would it have?
That is specifically for the legal.
Yes.
So, first thing, as an advocate, and the most crucial thing is an AI that is customizable and adaptable to your structure of drafting, because we all have different structures. The way someone else drafts their pleadings is different from the way I draft mine. So, at the end of the day, you need an AI that will be able to adapt, capture, and maybe keep in its memory somewhere that this is how it drafts this notice of motion, this is how it drafts this petition, this is his phrasing of the words, this is his language, the cases that you need. And there's actually a lot of thing that goes into drafting. You don't just wake up and say, oh my God, I need to draft, and you start drafting. There's the one thing is that there's a lot of thought and energy that goes into drafting, because you'll wake up one day and you're like, I'm not in the mood for it. So you just leave it there. You wake up another morning and you're like, wow, this is the day. In as much as you've procrastinated for over a week, you say that this is the day. And what really influences, okay, the main influence or the main effect of that is that it all boils down to the mind. Because your drafting is a depiction of your thought. And if your thought process is unclear, definitely your drafting will be shoddy and it will not impress you. I don't know if you have had these instances where you just maybe write something or do a work and then give it some time, maybe a day or two. Now the you that comes 2 days later looks at it and says, oh my God, this is not me. It's a totally different person, right? Because if you look at the state of your mind, the time that you are maybe drafting that, totally different. And your thought process was not at its peak. So the main essence of AI, and I believe it will come to vindicate me at some point, is that it will save you from those days where you feel like I'm not feeling up to task. So let AI do this for me. And since it has your structure, it knows what language you use, what phrases you use, what method you like, then it will make it easier for you. As in, it will ease the work for you. Because at the end of the day, you have to come and reference it.
Yes.
You have to come and say that, okay, this is not the final bit, but it has covered like 90% of what I needed to do. Yeah, that will be my ideal AI.
I'm happy you have answered like that because Wansom is the one for you. we have a feature at Wansom called Associates, AI Associates. And this AI Associates, it's basically how you design it, the way you work. You can have your legal drafting associate. You instruct your associate how, vile tu umesema, how you think, how you draft, and you can even feed it documents. So you can feed it your templates, you can feed it the civil procedure rules, you can feed it case law. And every time you prompt in a draft tu vile wewe umefikiria. It is the perfect tool for you. And even when you're researching, you get links that take you directly to Kenya law. So you can always, your professionality, your professional, your ethical responsibility of cross-checking, it's just there. So thank you so much, Brian, for having this conversation with us. We hope we will talk with you many more. And we also hope you'll try Wansom and share it with others. So that is all from us. And thank you for listening.